Hi, welcome to my presentation of my book and build using the UTEC progression model. My name is Valeria Vizcarra. So the book that I decided to use for my book and build is called Little Home Bird by Joe Emson. And this book is about a little bird who absolutely loves his home. He loves that his tree is so comfy. He has all these berries and flowers around him. He has many friends who live in his tree as well. And he loves to hear the music every day, which is a wind chime. And throughout the book, his older brother tells him that they have to migrate because it's getting very cold there, and so the little bird is very sad about that because he's gonna miss his friends and the music he hears and just simply everything that he loves about his home. But then when he moves, he has an idea that in order to move on, he's going to carry everything with him. And so he does, but as he's flying over to his new home, everything starts to fall out. First, all his flowers and his little knickknacks, and then his wind chimes. And then at the end, he realizes that anywhere he goes is going to be home because he's going to learn he's going to find new friends and new things to love. And I think this is a great book for any family that is moving away. And children need to understand that anywhere you go, it's going you make it your own home. So I'm going to start by describing the UTEC model a little bit. So the U stands for using, and this is a part where students are encouraged to explore, enjoy, participate, and play in experiences or with materials that others have created. Then we're going to go to tinkering. Students are still playing, but now students are questioning and researching better ways. Students may change a creation by someone else. So sometimes using and tinkering do overlap a little bit, but as Dr. Kwan said in her presentation, that's totally okay. And then the experimenting students are building, trying, failing, repurposing, modifying, and testing theories and learning from failures. And last is creating an invention or novel product or ideas created. These products can lead to entrepreneurship. And I got all this information from the Makerspace manual from our professor Trisha Kwan. So the activity that I decided to match to the book is a do-it-yourself wind chime, and I chose this activity because in the book the bird really loves listening to music, which is actually wind chimes that are on his tree. So for the using phase, it is that students will be putting together the strings of their wind chime. These are some of the materials that they are able to use. So these are any types of crafting materials that you should already have in your makerspace. I did have to go out and buy some because I didn't have this at home, but hopefully in the library you do have this, and it's anything popsicle sticks, beads, pom-poms, anything that's recyclable, even toilet paper rolls, I put some spoons in case they wanted to make it more to make more noise with it. Cans like the aluminum cans from the canned foods, bells, literally anything you can think of. And you'll also need a glue gun to glue some of the stuff on, depending on what you're going to be doing. You can use like string or yarn or anything like that. So this is a using phase, and the materials are being used in crafting as they're supposed to do. The next phase is the tinkering, which is students are starting to think of ways they can put their wind chime together. Here are some possible examples. Students can look at examples of real chimes as well to change or mimic their own wind chime. So one example that I saw was using the canned food, and they hung with strings, and I think those are bells. Then here, I think it's still aluminum can, but they cut it. They only use the top to help, and this one has spoons. This one they used a stick and just wrap the beads around it, and this one is actually made from a water bottle, and it has the tops of some bottles, those little metal bottles, and I really liked how they even decorated the bottle to make it look so beautiful. So now I started tinkering to make my wind chime, and I decided to that in my wind chime I wanted to do it like those that have like the different sized strings that go in a round form. So I first started off by cutting out the sizes of the strings that I wanted to do. Then I said, well, what am I going to attach it to? So I decided to use a can that I got from the ideas from the previous slide. And then after that, I put all of my beads and things together. And so, since the point of the book was for the wind chime to make music, I decided to add some little bells in between every 5 to 8 beads. And just to seal the beads at the end, I decided to put a little pom pom at the end. So now I started experimenting. I had all my parts together, but now I wanted to see how am I gonna put it together. So there was different things I could do. What I decided to go with was first to put to attach all the bottom strings. So I just put glue gun inside the can, and I glued it in like so, like it shows in this picture. Then after that, I started putting the strings at the top so to where I'm going to hang it. And then in order for it not to look so sloppy, I decided just to add some pom poms as a decoration. And I just tied it with a knot all at the top on a keychain ring. And this is how it ended up looking. To make it even more like cute and stuff, you can even paint the can with acrylic paint, or you could have filled the whole thing with pom poms, anything, or even like newspaper or tissue paper that have also looked really pretty. The last step in the UTEC model is creating, and this time I decided to pose a challenge. And the challenge asks, can we add a wind turbine so it can have a double use? And through this step, students might need to rearrange their wind chime or think of materials that will help make and attach the wind turbine. So for this step, I decided to poke a hole through the can, and my husband actually helped me in this step because he used his drill. And then I used a skewer stick, a grilling skewer stick, to poke it in. And then I thought of using the top of a Powerade bottle that I had just drunk actually. And then I used some of the popsicle sticks. I cut them in half, and then if I blew on it, then it would actually spin. And then this is how it looked at the end with the actual wind chime and also the little turbine as well. And this is me at the end with my project, and I was very excited and proud of it, and I can't wait to hang it outside on my porch. Thank you for watching.